welcome everyone to the Collab.Land Co-op Town Hall, our 8th edition. We are joined today on the Collab.Land side by Anjali and James Young, both DAO officers for the Collab.Land Co-op, as well as co-founders of Abridge.io, the creator of Collab.Land. The mission of Collab.Land is to create and enable community tools that encourage pro-social activity as well as enabling collaboration and positive community interactions. Anjali and James have been strong champions of this mission, and it's great to have them here. Welcome.
Welcome, GM everybody.
GM.
You want to tell them you're on my side?
Yeah, I'm on Anjali's side. Both of us are using her account right now.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining. And additionally, we have I Speak Nerd and Candy. They will be joining the panel today, and they're both amazing Collab.Land Comms team members. So welcome, Candy, and welcome, Nerd. It's great having you here.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I appreciate it. GM, everybody.
Thank you as well. Very excited to be here, as always.
Super happy to have you here. And lastly, welcome everyone in the audience, and thank you so much for joining. Just a couple of points to note before we kick off the conversation. We've got a POAP for today, which will be distributed by the end of the call, and we will be using the POAP mini app to claim today's POAP. So we will walk you through that process by the end of the call when the POAP is available to claim. So stay tuned. And yeah, I think that we're good to start with the conversation. And first, we have our last episode of Let's Form Group, of our Let's Form Group documentaries, and it's a very interesting one. And yeah, I think that we're good to get to this. So I have a question for Anjali, which would be, what is Let's Form Group and who is featured in this week's episode?
Yes, Let's Form Group is our 7-part short documentary series. You can find it on letsformgroup.xyz. It features 7 very different types of founders and projects that use Collab.Land. So Collab.Land's used by all different types of communities, music NFTs and media channels and DAOs and 10K projects and all different types of individual artists, right? Like all different types of people with any type of tokenized community can use Collab.Land's tokenized community management. So the Let's Form Group series is an opportunity to showcase and amplify the special people that are a part of the Collab.Land community of communities. And it is an opportunity to share a little part of this world, the Collab.Land world or crypto community world, with outsiders. And so, we made them very beautiful and we made them digestible for non-crypto audiences. So they are really a gift to us, our communities, and our ecosystem and crypto in general, Web3 in general, however you call it. But it also is, they're meant to be ambassadors to outside of the community and outside of crypto. So that's what Let's Form Group is. I hope everyone gets a chance to watch them. This is our 7th one. You can check them out on the website and share them with your friends, share them with people that may not know about this part of crypto, where we all are in the community space. So those are the videos. And then today's video is Spank Chain. Spank Chain is a payment processor using crypto for the adult industry, which is why we have the 18 plus restriction here. It's actually an 18 and over restriction on YouTube as well. This is an opportunity right now. I guess I'll talk for a little bit, but Chibi, maybe we could put the or Nerd, we can put the disclaimer up and we can kind of talk a little bit about what the video is about, and making sure everyone is warned that there is some partial nudity, and there is it's adult content. It's about sex workers. They're talking about the disenfranchisement that happens with sex workers and the adult industry, and how blockchain can help to solve some of these age-old problems that we have in our traditional financial systems, where people are marginalized and underrepresented and cut out of wealth building, even for legitimate work. So whatever your feelings about that, take a moment to reflect on whether or not you'd like to watch this video with us this morning. And we just want to make sure everyone understands that. But from the Collab.Land perspective, we are supporters of anyone that wants to try to undo some of the systemic damage that we perpetuate in our traditional financial systems. So, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I think that it brings up outside of, the specific industry, let's say adult content, is easy to kind of understand this. But in a more general sense, we have those that, help us in, these financial institutions. And do they get to be the moral arbiters of how we spend our money, I think is really the wider case here. So it's really not just a fact of whether or not you agree with the adult industry, but really what this is about is highlighting how the current financial system, without being voted in or being representative, can, for whatever reason, decide to close your account. And with crypto and self-custody, there's this opportunity for empowerment where you own your assets and you can never be cut out of the system. And so that really, I think, is the broader narrative for those that, have even crypto in a centralized exchange or custodied. There could be arbitrary reasons why your account gets suspended or cut off. And so here, in this video with SpankChain, it really highlights one specific industry, and do we really want financial institutions to decide how we spend our money?
And also, James, you have a relationship with SpankChain as well, so maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
So interesting that when I got into crypto, I helped on the technical side, and Amin and I, with another Consensus employee, Mike Golden, created this notion of a token created registry. And then from that, we understood that we needed to be able to scale Ethereum. And this was back in 2016. And so what we did was try and identify industries that could use payment processing, faster layer twos. And in my background, I was doing gaming, and so I was advocating gaming as a potential explosive industry for crypto. And Amin was saying, well, there's another industry, adult. Those basically two industries, gaming and adult, really drive the internet. And so we were debating which of the two industries we would tackle there to implement our layer 2 solution. And so what we decided was, or what we saw back then was, even in 2016, there's so many different gaming initiatives, but there were none that were addressing the adult industry. And so that's why when we launched SpankChain, it was actually the first layer 2 payment channel ever to be implemented at scale within Ethereum. So it was the first one. Had a lot of learnings there from a technical perspective in terms of payment channels and especially usability.
And that's a really great point about how porn and the adult industry really leads technology. I mean, that was true with, and I know probably everyone in this room is too young to know about, like, VHS and beta, and how it was really pornography that got that flywheel going for VHS and beta, and then again for the internet. Adult industry were early adopters of the internet itself, and then now with that's we'll watch the video together, but they talk about how the adult industry, they're willing to, try new things and be on the cutting edge of that.
Yeah, it seems like gaming and adult are the two industries that really embrace technology and the use of technology, whether it's video game consoles going back to the Atari, or like you were saying, if you really study the history of VHS versus beta, why did VHS, an inferior technology, win over beta? It was because VHS, in terms of supporting adult industry, adult content was on VHS, where Sony had the license for beta, and so they didn't want to be associated with adult. But that really was, even though Betamax was a superior technology, it didn't win because it wouldn't support adult content.
Yeah, so I guess there's a kind of a few different stories here, through lines here with Spank Chain. But yeah, crypto and supporting and trying to undo the damage of our traditional system, and also the adult industry as early adopters of emerging technologies. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That was a lot of talking, Chibi. Sorry about that.
That's perfectly fine. And thank you so much for the context and for sharing all of that information.
So I guess pretty much to say, if you're sensitive to partial nudity, if you're sensitive to adult content, if you're sensitive to sex work, or I don't know, women's bodies, I'm not sure, any of that, if you're sensitive to that, this is your opportunity to just hop out for a little bit and then come back in. We do not hold it against you in any way. We're still so happy that you're here, and we would welcome you back with open arms. So maybe we give 30 seconds, Chibi, for that?
Absolutely. And we posted a screenshot of the disclaimer in the stage chat, so you guys can take a look at it and decide whether or not you feel comfortable with watching the video. Again, it's totally fine if you do or don't. You can, as Angeli said, hop off and come back in 5 to 7 minutes. I'm not sure how long this video is, but we'll let you know for sure.
I think it's one of the long ones. Candy might know how long it is, but I think it's one of the longer ones. Right, Candy?
I think it was about 8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes today.
Awesome. All right.
Is that Nerd that runs the video?
Yes, if possible,
Yep.
or I can also try.
I could do it. I was just giving a little bit more time for people to clear out should they decide that is what they want to do.
Or
Okay,
got the age filter.
Sorry, what did you say, Candy?
We have the age filter.
Oh yeah, we have age filter. That's right.
Alrighty. So again, if this, oh God, again, if this video is not, if the stream is not working for you, I'll post the link in the stage chat as well, so you can view it on your own. But either way, we will see y'all again in about 7 minutes and 45 seconds or so.
I just want to say thank you, everyone, for watching. I would love to have Amin here to have a town hall with us, or maybe have a voice chat with us or something. I think it'd be really cool to have him on to talk about some of this.
Would love to have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do about that. I think it'd be great. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed that and it surprised you, and it's gonna help with, they're having some issues as well right now, so definitely check it out. But I think it's a good way to like share the message of people that arbitrarily get their funds taken, and maybe this is something we can solve for.
Yeah, I think ultimately, there's two things that are happening simultaneously. One is focusing on, a specific industry, the adult industry, that kind of gets attention. And then there's a second message here, I think, that is important, and really the reason why Bitcoin and now Ethereum has really taken hold is this issue of self-custody, that the funds that you have and that you've earned should be yours. And regardless of whether someone else or society agrees that what you're doing is has some type of morality here that you should have access to your own funds. Now, this opens a huge door to counter narratives when it comes to like, well, what if you're doing something illegally? You want to be able to shut those things down. But then that goes back into like who gets to decide.
Yeah, who gets to decide?
And so, when it comes to the basis of like peer-to-peer technology and decentralization, you get to find your own tribe, you get to find your own group. And really, that's what this is about in terms of Let's Form Group in the series, in terms of what we're doing at Collab.Land and communities. And the ability not for just individuals to have their own sovereignty over the funds that they own, but really being able to find like-minded communities and individuals. And that is really, I think, core to human nature, I guess. So at a very high level, what we're trying to do is not just empower people, but communities, and let people find their communities now that the internet has its own money.
Yeah.
How do we form these groups here?
Yeah.
And so I think the technology unlocks that for us to be able to, not have physically met one another, but still communicate and form a group here, like in this town hall.
Thank you, James. And just a reminder, we tweeted it out today. You may have like sensitivity warnings on Twitter. Like initially, I wasn't able to see the tweet at all. So there might be a little bit of difficulty getting to the Spank Chain episode today on Twitter. But if you can find your way to it and get through the jungle, we'd appreciate a like or a retweet or a share or a comment about it. So I'm throwing that out there to all of you for a little bit of support. Thanks.
Thank you, Anjali and James. And thanks, Nerd, for streaming the video. One last thing, we posted the tweet, the link to the tweet in the stage chat so that you can easily find it. If you would like to like it or to retweet it, if you feel like it, we really, really appreciate it. So yeah, just to mention that it's in the stage chat for easy access. And wow, I think that with this, we are ready to talk about our next topic for today's town hall, and that's the Collab.Land co-op, the proposal process updates. And for this, I would like to ask Nerd and James if you can share some of the latest updates with us when it comes to the DAO platform and proposals. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, thanks, Chibi. Basically, we've been hard at work there, but there's a lot of moving parts. If anyone's tried to set up a DAO before, there's a lot of different moving parts here. And basically, especially because Collab.Land has a legal entity in the Colorado Co-op, it's like a physically based legal entity, that adds in extra complications for us. So we've been hard at work trying to like kind of at one end deal with the legal requirements of that real world entity of the Colorado Co-op, and then kind of at the other end we have the like technical limitations of working on blockchain and using the origami platform at the other, and kind of trying to meld and fit those things together in the middle with our Discord social space, and making sure that this whole process is smooth and fits all of the requirements that we need it to. And it's taking longer than anticipated, but we are working diligently on it.
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of the space here. But happy to talk about the high level details. But I think Nerd has, or get into more details. But I think Nerd has done a very good high level synopsis of what we are trying to overcome here. But happy to talk about it in chat for those that are interested in wanting to know a bit more about the technical limitations or the constraints that we are facing.
Yeah, thank you so much. And also, we'll be sharing any updates, any announcements that we have regarding the proposals and next steps and all of that. So everyone stay tuned to our announcements channel because we're always sharing information in there as soon as it's available.
Yeah, we have just apologize real quick. We have solutions and happy to talk about how we're routing around these constraints. So just want to make that clear as well. Sorry, Chibi.
And mainly it's that the Colorado Co-op DAO charter has rules and technology doesn't always, doesn't follow those rules. And so there's a negotiation between making sure that we are compliant to our DAO charter versus what's possible on the blockchain.
Especially with Solidity and the gas limit and issues around that. So we have a solution. We want to make sure that we can adhere, again, not only to what's technically possible, but to the charter here for the Colorado Co-op. So we're forging new ground. We're inventing the future together. Happy to discuss it in detail for those that are interested.
For sure. Thank you so much, Nerd and James, for sharing this with the community. Yeah, we want to keep it as transparent as possible and to share all of the information that we have with everyone. So yeah, we will get there and we'll make sure to let everyone know what's going on with the DAO and what the progress is. And yeah, thank you again. And yeah, if there's nothing else to add, I would like to bring up our next topic for the town hall, and it's a very exciting one. And I know that people have been waiting for this. I just saw someone asking in the chat, so this is the emoji contest winners. Let's get to it. First of all, I want to mention what the prizes are going to be for the winners because we haven't officially announced them yet. So let's do that. Let's share that information first. And so for the first winner, we are going to be giving this person, this member of the community, a sticker pack, a large Collab.Land t-shirt, a water bottle, and a limited edition hat of Collab.Land. It's really cute. These are all really cute. Additionally, this person will be receiving a POAP and a CryptoKitties NFT. So that's for the first winner. The second winner will be receiving a sticker pack and a large t-shirt as well. And yeah, again, the POAP and a CryptoKitties NFT. The third winner will be receiving a sticker pack along with the POAP and a CryptoKitties NFT. And for the rest of the participants, we had 25 participants in total. Each one of these participants will receive a POAP for joining the contest and a CryptoKitties NFT. So that's super exciting. We will be reaching out to each one of these participants individually to ask for the necessary information to have their prizes delivered. So stay tuned because we'll get to that very soon. And now for the winners. Let me grab this information real quick and we will be posting them in the stage chat. And we'll be also making an announcement later with all of this information so that everyone is aware of the winners. And yeah, so our first winner, let me tag him real quick. He submitted a lot of great emojis and we're super thankful for this. They are all beautiful. I had so many favorites from this user because they were just great. And yeah, so our first winner is Salo. I hope that's the way it's pronounced. I just tagged them in the chat so that he can be aware of this, but again, we'll be sharing this in an announcement later. Our second winner is Marfan Scott, with also a lot of awesome submissions. They had so much detail and I feel like they would be great for stickers, most of them. but he also submitted a lot of great emojis. So thank you, Marv Scott. I'm not sure if he's in the audience, but again, we'll let him know. And lastly, for our third winner, we have Taku 5097. I'm not sure if I've seen him around too much, but let's give him a tag in here. And again, we'll be reaching out to all of the winners individually and all of the participants to deliver your rewards, your prizes. And yeah, these were awesome submissions. Again, I'm so in love with a lot of them. It's not a secret that I love AceBot, and so I was thrilled with all of the submissions. They are fantastic. So thank you for the winners and for everyone for joining the contest. It was super fun, and we'll be having more of these for sure. So that's for our emoji contest winners. Congratulations to all of the winners, and thanks so much for joining. And now, jumping to our next topic here, for the town hall, we have our top 100 communities distribution. So I would like to give a quick update about our top 100 communities. And so let's just bring up some points real quick. The first one is that round 2 started on April 3rd, where communities had 1 week to submit their new proposals and their resubmissions. We had a public comment period that started last Monday, April 10th, and ended yesterday. So I hope that everyone who had comments or feedback or wanted to share their thoughts used this time to do so. Because yeah, that's the point of this public time period. It's about being able to share feedback, questions, to raise concerns, to show your support, because you can also do that, to the submitted proposals. Like this is the chance, or this was the chance for members to communicate with the Collab.Land team and with the community team regarding their proposals and get a direct answer from those teams. So yeah, this public period comment ended yesterday. All of the comments will be considered when we are reviewing the proposals along with the Fire Ice team. And yeah, lastly, round 1 is still being finalized. All of the communities with approved proposals from round 1 who completed all of the steps have received their full token allocation, which is exciting. And we're looking forward to see how everything goes from here, how the tokens are distributed. And there are also some communities with approved proposals that are still going through the steps that need to be done prior to receiving the tokens, but they can still do so. And yeah, they will receive their token allocations once that all of the steps have been completed. Stay tuned for more updates. Lastly, yeah, the Collab.Land team and Fire Ice team will be reviewing all of the proposals and discuss them one by one, and then we will reach out to each community individually to let them know if we have any feedback or if there's any edits that need to be made or changes to their proposals. Yeah, we'll be sharing all of that within their post. So it's all public information. If you want to stay tuned to the latest updates or to the feedback that we're going to provide to them, you can check all of this out in the top 100 proposals channel. I'll link it in the chat real quick. Top 100 proposals. There we go. So yeah, you can stay tuned there. We'll post all of the information publicly. And yeah, if there's any community that you're interested in, to follow up with the process or how they're doing or if they were approved or not, you can stay tuned to that channel. All right. And with this, yes, I think that we're good to talk about our next topic here, and that's the Q blockchain integration. So for this, I have a question. Well, I have some questions for Anjali. So Anjali, can you tell us a little bit about Collab.Land's Q blockchain integration? That's exciting.
Yeah, so Q blockchain, it's an EVM, and it's made, or it's a Q protocol, I should say. It's an EVM compatible chain and a series of smart contracts. We launched that this week, and we have a Twitter Spaces coming with them on Thursday to hear about why they wanted to bring Collab.Land to their chain. And that kind of goes to the larger topic around integrations and how integrations happen, where people either people who have a project on a particular chain or somebody from the chain foundation themselves will fill out a form or email and ask for Collab.Land integration. So for us, that's really cool because we want to work with people who believe in crypto communities. And when these blockchains say, like, we want to bring Collab.Land to our blockchain, we want to have Collab.Land be an option for for the people who are participating on our chain, like, that's very cool. And so the people that we get to work with are very community-minded people and really believe in this idea of relationship as being a foundation for innovation and collaboration and movement forward in this space. So Q Blockchain absolutely is a member of that group. And so on Thursday, we're going to be talking about Q Blockchain itself, for those of you who haven't heard of it before, but also why? Like, why were they interested in Collab.Land? What do they think is important about tokenized communities or ownership? Why did they want to do this? Why are they interested in it? So, and also the future of what that looks like. So I think that'll be a much more interesting conversation. But we can start off by learning about them, but then just understand the mindset of somebody building in this space right now. Yeah, so that's happening on Thursday. So really quickly, I'll say, if you're interested in integration, we have all the links are on our link tree and on our Twitter bio as well right now. And when you integrate with Collab.Land, then what are the benefits of that? You get to be in the command center, you get this NFT and fungible token. Any type of token you have gets to be supported in the Collab.Land market or Collab.Land command center. So any admin across any project is going to be able to now create a project on your blockchain. So there's a real opportunity there for cross marketing as well. But anyway, yeah, definitely check out the link tree or check out the Twitter bio, or find me in the server, and if you're interested in getting started on that. Thank you, Chibi.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, I think that we're good. I'm just going to share a link real quick to.
Oh, sorry, Chibi. One more thing is, Candy is the host of the integration situation. Maybe Candy, you can tell everyone a little bit about that and what's coming up.
Sounds good.
I can definitely do that. So I posted the link. It's actually right above the blockchain wallet integration link that Nerd posted. And the integration situation with Q Protocol is happening on Thursday, April 20th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So pretend like it is right now, plus 13 minutes in 2 days. Some fun math. But yeah, we're almost there. And we're going to be speaking with at least one of the representatives from Q Protocol to talk about what the integration between their blockchain and Collab.Land means for their community, and just how these types of integrations impact the greater crypto communities as a whole. So always exciting to have these types of talks and see how the ecosystem is growing and evolving.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll also be setting up an event and sending a reminder for the integration situation. Again, this Thursday at 1 p.m. 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Sorry. So yeah, thank you, Candy, and thanks, Anjali, for sharing this information. And awesome, we're good to bring up. I think our last. Yes, it is our last topic for the town hall of today, and that would be the recaps of some of the events that we had last week, starting with our media team meetup. And yeah, for this, I again have some questions for Anjali. If you wouldn't mind, Anjali. The first one would be, what are we trying to accomplish with the media team?
Well, the media team is really just an initial extension of our comms team, but being able to work and collaborate with the people that are in our server. So if you're a podcast host, if you are a writer, if you have your own blog, if you do Twitter Spaces, if you're interested in working with us for us to be able to support you in whatever you're interested in writing about or doing, and then also for us to be able to lean on the people in the server and the people who are part of our DAO to support Collab.Land and what we're trying to promote with Collab.Land. So yeah, it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. We're all working together. I welcome every single person here to come and join us. It's very casual. It's in the voice channel. Everybody can hop on and off as they wish. We're really looking forward to this being more of a collaborative process where we take your feedback and you take ours, and we kind of work together as a little squad. And it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you will join us on Fridays at 12:30 Eastern.
Yes, awesome. They have been super fun. I agree. So thank you, Anjali, for telling us a little bit about our media team. And I do have some more questions, mostly about our last meetup. What did we talk about in our last media team meetup? And maybe Candy, would you like to tell us a little bit about that? I would like to post the agenda.
I was muted.
Okay, no worries.
Here I was talking to myself.
Oh.
So as we know today, we're talking about the Q blockchain integration with Collab.Land. If you were at the media team meetup on Friday, you heard about that in advance, kind of a little sneak peek for being part of the media team, which is pretty exciting. Other than that, we were talking about just all of the happenings that are going on in the world of Collab.Land and different ways that we can grow and network as a community. So not just Collab.Land, but also the members of the media team, trying to make sure that, the things that are, you're excited about with Collab.Land, if you're promoting those, if you're tweeting them or sharing them on YouTube and creating content, that we are supporting you as you do that. And that's something that we take very seriously and are really excited about, because we like to see your excitement. That's something that gets us really hyped up. So something that we're looking at starting, and we did this last Friday, is doing a Collab.Land Asks series, hashtag Collab.Land Asks. And that's something that we're going to be, doing each week, kind of throwing a question out into the Twitter sphere and seeing how people feel. And so if you have good ideas for Collab.Land Asks, definitely throw those questions at us as well. And here's the link. I'll post it in the chat so you can see. And we had a great response from Nerd here. And we'd love to get your responses. So if you have thoughts about this question, which is, that we build for tokenized communities, but we want to know how you see tokenized communities impacting the future of online collaboration. If you have thoughts, put them in the reply to that tweet. We'd love to have a conversation about it. And we'll be putting more of these questions out on our timeline each week. So we'd love to hear from you. Kind of have those dialogues. Additionally, We have the public calendar for Collab.Land that we've been sharing with everybody recently. And that's pinned in our media team channel. So if you pop right down, you need to make sure you self-assign your role with the media team, which Nerd has posted about how to do. Then you can pop into the media team channel, and in the pins is our public release calendar. So that's something, I'll post it here just for ease of access. But if you want a permanent link to it, it's pinned in the channel. And that also has a link to our media asset files. So if you want to create content and use some of the more official looking stuff, go ahead and do so. We've got recaps in there of comms that we've posted and updates in case those are useful in you creating content as well. Those are, I think, pretty much what we've got going on there. I might have overtaken Nerd's section as well. So if there's things he wants to add about the calendar, I apologize, Nerd. I got a little excited.
All good. Love excitement. I'll just add that the Candy posted the public release calendar, so you guys can follow along with all of what Collab.Land has been doing and pushing out, all the content, all the blockchain integrations, all the wallet integrations, all the stuff that's happening goes out on that calendar, so you can have it all in one place and you know exactly what's going on. And if you're trying to create content or wanting to create content, you can. That is that link that Candy posted, but we also have the Media Asset Archive. What? Which has, GIFs. GIFs? I don't think there's any GIFs on there, but there's definitely images and like the Collab.Land logo, and just images of the A spot, just things that you can use to again create kind of visual content. Whether that's memes or you just want to stick it on one of your posts that you're referencing Collab.Land on. Hey, it's a GIF. I don't care. It's GIF. Anything like that. Stoke the controversy. Exactly. Exactly, Matthew. You got it. It's pronounced exactly that way. So, yeah, that's the stuff about the calendar. We also have, and if you guys have any questions or comments about this, please just post them in the stage chat. But we also have a merch store, putting together ideas for a merch store. What? Collab.Land merch? What? Yeah, if you guys were at ETH Denver, which I don't think there's anybody in this chat right now who was at ETH Denver that I'm aware of. Maybe people were. I just don't. I just hadn't met you then. I don't know. But there is a merch store that we're working on, and we're collecting ideas on what you want to see. In other words, there is a poll going on right now for what kinds of things you want to see. We had ideas for like some people submitted ideas for like a towel. There's socks, hoodies, shirts. I don't know, pins, stickers. Oh, there you go. Amin was at ETH Denver. Let's go. And you can vote in that poll for any of that content. In other words, this kind of gives us an idea of what the community likes, and kind of gives us an idea of what to prioritize. If you have any other ideas for what kinds of merch you might want to see, or you might be interested in getting, there's a little plus button on that poll where you can add a new poll option as well, and then other people can vote on that. Like if you guys go there, you can see Knox added towels. IO added laptop and workplace stickers, and all sorts of other stuff. So you can go there and vote on that. The link is in the stage chat. Right, meow.
Love it. Thank you so much, Nerd.
Let's go.
I always love your enthusiasm. I can feel it. Thank you again.
I
Thank
love when
you.
he says, "Let's go."
Yes. I think it's awesome. And yeah, is there anything else we would like to add to the media team meetup recap? Checking.
come to Media Team Meetup. Oh, that's right. One more thing, which is every Friday we're going to drop the info to the media team first, and we are going to be like sharing that news on Monday. So, for example, I know it's hard to explain without an example, but we've decided to start like sharing some information from our internal reports. And so, for example, last week we discovered that XRPL tokens were the fourth highest created for token granted roles. So it was like, oh, let's do that. Let's share that with the XRPL Ledger community or XRP Ledger community on Twitter to let them know, like, after ERC 721, after ERC 1155 and ERC 20, now XRPL tokens are being used to create Collab.Land communities. That we thought was kind of a cool bit of information that we were going to share. And so I thought, okay, why don't we share it with the media team on Friday? And then Collab.Land will just share it on Monday. So it's an opportunity to get a little bit of information as well, if that's something that you're interested in. This time it was the fourth fastest growing, or whatever, number 4 in token granted roles, but next time it might be a certain blockchain or a certain wallet, or maybe if we're noticing that 1155s are now beating ERC 721s, like just kind of being able to give a little bit of data analysis of like some of the things that we say and how that could be useful for people outside of Collab.Land, just for the ecosystem to kind of trend spot. If that's something that you're interested in doing. So come on in for information like that too. Thanks, Chibi.
Thank you so much. And lastly, I know that we talked a little bit about this already, but just to summarize, maybe Candy, can you let people know how can they join the media team and how they can contribute?
Absolutely. So I know I already did this a little bit because I was like super excited and covered all my things all at once, but let's do it again. As I mentioned, you can join the media team by self-selecting the role in the Get Roles channel. This is something that was posted in our stage chat as well. If you scroll up, you'll see, I believe Nerd posted how to do that. So that's awesome, and we would love to have you join us. On Fridays, every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, that's when we meet. It's kind of like a secret meeting because you need the role to get in, but anybody can get the role, so it's not, I guess, that secret. And we'd love to have more people join. We do this in the voice chat so you all can participate, and we're not just talking at you, which is nice. And we use the media team channel to discuss things. And if you want to share your Twitter handle or your YouTube handle, links don't necessarily work, but if you just put your @whatever, we would love to follow you. That way, like I said, we're growing networks for everybody. So that summarizes how you can join and contribute to the media team, and just come hang out with us. It's fun. We do fun things.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Candy. And wow, I just noticed that we're at the end of the hour and we haven't shared the POAP secret word yet. So I think this is
Oh no. Oh, no.
time sure flies. Oh my god, like I don't even notice. But let's get to this, and sorry to keep everyone waiting. But yeah, it's time for the POAP. Yes, we love POAPs. I'll walk you through the process to claim the POAP. It's very, very easy. All you have to do is to write in any of the chats of the server. I believe we have it enabled in any of the chats. If you're in the state chat, you could do it there. You're going to use a slash command. So you need to write slash. You're going to write POAP. You should see a drop down and you can either select POAP claim or you can write it down slash POAP claim. Thank you, Nerd. He just linked to the command if you would like to use it. Yeah, and then you'll see a small square that says claim phrase. And what you're going to write in there is emoji winners. It's all lowercase. There's no spaces in between those two words. Again, emoji winners is the claim phrase to claim your POAP. Once you write it down and hit enter, you will receive a link to claim your POAP. As easy as that. All you need to do is to use the slash command. Again, the claim phrase is emoji winners. All lowercase, no spaces in between. Please let us know if it worked for you. I already claimed mine, but if you're having any issues with claiming, please let us know. So exciting. And I guess it's also worth mentioning that if you like this distribution method, if you think it's easy and it's fast and helpful, you can bring it up to your community leaders or community admins in other communities. And it's just as easy to set it up. All you need to do is to one-click install the mini app in the Collab.Land marketplace, and then they can use it. It's very, very easy. It has improved my POAP experience a lot. So yeah, just a reminder that if you think some other community that you're in could use it, you can bring it up and maybe they will find it helpful as well. Awesome. I see that some people were able to claim it, which is fantastic, and thanks for letting us know. One last time, just in case, the claim phrase is emoji winners. Emoji winners, all lowercase, no spaces in between. Awesome. And well, thanks everyone who has stayed until now. I know that we're over the end of the town hall. We are some minutes over the time.
It's so crazy, Chibi, and I know we've talked about this, which is they seem to just sneak right up on us. Like right now, I feel like we're going to get off this call and it's going to be a week later in a blink of an eye. And then when we're in the town halls, it's like the time sneaks up on us. I don't know, everything about the town halls is very fast for me. But then again, maybe that's just crypto. Maybe that's our whole industry.
That's exactly how I feel. And it's funny because we always, when we're discussing the agenda, what we're going to talk about, we're like, do you think this is like a 1 hour conversation material here? And it always is. We're always
I know.
over the time.
You know what? And that's maybe that's the truth, is that we do go over an agenda, like, so that way we can make sure we hit all of our points to get out every week. A nerd reminds us that we just are trying to stuff so much into every single week, and that's awesome. I love doing it, but we do go through it once before, so that way we kind of like share our highlights. And also, we've all had a little bit of more time to marinate on the topics. And so we tend to want to talk more about it once we're in the town hall. So we never stick to our time schedule.
Every single time. Oh, and yes, I see some people asking for the secret word again. So that's emoji winners, all lowercase, and no spaces in between. It's those two words, emoji winners. I guess it's also worth mentioning or asking that no one sends this or writes these words and shares it in the chats, because that's against POAP policies. So please don't do that. But if you need us to repeat it, we can do that in voice. All right. And wow, before we end the call, just a very quick recap of another event that we hosted last week. And yeah, with that, we're good to wrap things up. But yeah, so last week we had a Top 100 Communities FAQ event. I'll share real quick proposals flow that we put together. to walk everyone through the whole process when it comes to the top 100 community proposals. And I'll also post the YouTube recording of it in case that you would like to know more about how this whole process works. We went from when community leaders need to join the Discord server and to leave a message in the waiting room, how the verification works, because they need to go through a verification process before they are able to submit their proposals. And we explain all of this in the video. We also talk about the submissions period, how they need to come up with a proposal, ideally discuss with their community to come up with something that their community feels good with and that feels fair. And so we encourage all community leaders to go through this discussion process within their own communities, and we feel like it's a great way to get their community's feedback as well and their opinions. And once that they do this, they need to post their proposal in the top 100 proposals channel. I linked it before in the state chat in case that you would like to take a look at the proposals that are already there. If you're part of any of these top 100 communities, you can take a look at them, you can read them, be aware of what their distribution is going to be like if their proposal gets approved. And all of these steps, again, you can take a look at, you can watch the video if you would like to know in more detail how all of this works and all of the comments and all that this process involves. We share a lot of little details and I guess tips and situations that we've been through during this top 100 communities distribution process. So if you're interested, please feel free to watch the video. And I think that with this, we are good to wrap things up. There's a couple of reminders that we would like to share with the community before we end the call. I'm not sure, Anjali, if you have some that you would like to share.
I don't think so. I mean, just reminders, come to Media Team on Fridays. That's super important. We'd love to have you, even if you have a little bit of interest, give it a try. And then for community admins, we want to be able to interact with you a little bit more, and also spotlight your communities in a new section we're going to be talking about on Twitter, where we're doing like co-marketing. So like if your community is using Collab.Land and can give us a quote about Collab.Land, and if you're also promoting something, then we could put out a tweet, with your quote, and then say, and check out this project's Discord server, or this project is doing this activity. Again, it's all about like working with our communities and trying to highlight both of us, not just Collab.Land, but highlight the community as well. Just try to keep this as symbiotic as possible. That's really where the fun part is. So if your community is interested in that, definitely reach out. I guess that's the only reminder. Thank you, Chibi.
Absolutely. Thank you, Anjali. I see one more person asking for the secret phrase to claim the POAP. Just in case that you missed it, you can claim it by using the / command. Then you write down POAP claim, and the claim phrase is emoji winners. All lowercase with no spaces in between. Emoji winners. Please let us know if it worked. And lastly, one more reminder that we're having our Twitter Spaces with Q Blockchain this Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern or 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're also having DevRel office hours in the Discord stage. That's also on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern or 7:30 a.m. Pacific. So you're all welcome to join. We're always really, really happy to see you at these events, and we're super thankful that you take the time to join and to share this time with us. So, yeah, thank you, and you're all welcome to join. And yeah, lastly, come join our town halls on Tuesdays, usually at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. You can also find the recordings of previous town halls, also Twitter spaces, and some events on our YouTube channel and in the recordings post here in the Discord. I can link it real quick in the stage chat. You can go there. You can follow the post if you're interested in getting a notification when we post new recordings in there. And I think that's all for this town hall. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone, stay tuned to our events if you're interested in attending our future events, and to our announcement channel because we post every news, any updates, integrations, everything announcements in the announcement channel. So, yeah, thank you, Anjali, James, Candy, and Nerd for joining the panel today. It's been awesome having you, and thanks everyone in the audience for being here.
Thank you, Chibi. Thank you, Nerd and Candy. Thanks for everyone that came to listen.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
See you next time.